Hi everyone, it's Nishti here, specialist dietitian for children and parents, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make aubergine, Dhansak, but we're going to use this wonderful food here, which is tempeh, fermented soybean. And I get this one here, which is also organic. So I like to ensure that my meals are balanced, so carbs, protein, veg, which is aligned with a method I teach called the 1-2-3 healthy eating approach. So join me today. Let me show you what ingredients we are working with. So here we have about 1 large or 2 small aubergine roasted in the oven without any oil. We've got fresh coriander, 1 lemon, and we've got 1 large chopped onion. And then I have made my own tomato sauce here with roasted red pepper and chopped tomatoes. This is already or was already in the freezer, so I've just taken it out. We've got tomato puree and our spices: bay leaves, turmeric, half a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and 1 teaspoon of curry powder. Then we've got, now this is because I love Scotch bonnet, half a Scotch bonnet. You don't have to add that. You could just add some chili powder, and then I've added quite a lot of garlic, 3 cloves of garlic, and obviously our tempeh. Now, one very important thing that's missing is ginger, but I didn't have any. But if you do, please add ginger. I also made some lovely lentils last night, and this is 200 grams of lentils, and I added bay leaves and 1 chopped onion, white onion, and some turmeric. We're probably not going to use all of that, but at least it's there, and you know what, you can never go wrong with some extra lentils. So let's get cooking. So we're going to prepare the tempeh first, and tempeh is just wonderful because it is obviously a plant-based source of protein, and the texture is kind of like meat. So I quite like that it's hard, whereas with tofu it's kind of soft. So I personally prefer tempeh, and also it's really high in protein. So we have our chopped tempeh, a bit of olive oil, and we're literally just gonna fry this a bit before we prepare our sauce for our Dhansak. So that's had, as you can see, it's a little bit brown now on each side. And what I love about tempeh as well, I forgot to say, is that it's also a source of prebiotic. So it's so good for our health, for our gut health. So let's put this aside and let's cook our Dhansak sauce. So for our Dhansak sauce, we've got some olive oil in a pan, and we're just going to fry the onion. It's always so lovely to try and make a traditional recipe plant-based, but also ensuring that the balance of the food groups is right. And because of the added vegetables, which obviously is the aubergine and tempeh, we're just making sure that the meal is as balanced as possible. Now our onions have almost browned. I'm going to put in maybe about, what would you say that is? 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. Yeah, I think that's 2 tablespoons. And let's just fry that in with the onion. And make sure we don't splash ourselves as we do it. And we've got our spices. Now I haven't added the garlic yet. I will add that at the end so it doesn't burn. And when you add your garlic, make sure you add about a teaspoon of ginger. I'm adding a bit of the tomato sauce, and I think I'm going to add 4 tablespoons. Again, there's no right or wrong. It depends on you, really, and how much. I mean, I love tomato-based meals, So I'm always going to add a bit more. Have a look at this beauty. So here we've got garlic and Scotch bonnet. So now I'm going to add a little bit of water because it's looking like it's burning. So I'm adding maybe 50 ml of water, maybe 60 ml. Just so we get a nice sauce. Aubergine is one of my favorite vegetables. I know it's not for everyone, so if you don't like aubergine, put in courgettes, put in any other vegetable that you like. Personally, I just love aubergine, especially roasted. So let's add this to our sauce. And I made this the day before. I made another lovely aubergine dish, which is on my blog, aubergine chili. So I just thought, you know, why not just continue using aubergine in my cooking? And the final step is our tempeh. Now, I love to add a lot of lentils to my Dhansak. And yes, lentils is a source of protein, but it's also a source of carbs. So I'm enhancing the protein content of my Dhansak by adding the tempeh. You could also add beans if you like, but just remember beans and lentils are still a source of carbohydrates as well as protein. Tempeh, on the other hand, is really high in protein, as much as chicken, really. So let's add some lovely lentils. This is half, so that's about 100 grams. And oh, just look at that. It is going to be amazing. Let's put the lid on and let it cook for just a little bit. And let's be patient and wait. Bit of coriander or parsley, bit of lemon juice. Now I haven't got the rice here, but you would add a bit of brown rice to make it 1, 2, 3. Smells delicious. And it tastes delicious. Beautiful flavors, lovely textures. Perfect meal for the whole family.